first ever episode of Babies on Backorder. We are students at Northern Arizona University studying bioethics for our capstone project. Our first season is going to cover in-vitro fertilization. My name's Annika, and I'm a senior studying biology here at NAU. We chose IVF, or in-vitro fertilization, for our first topic because of its polarizing nature in our society today. In making this podcast, I wanted to learn more about the inequities that exist in voluntary private healthcare options. I would love my future daughter to grow up with more rights than me, and I think education is important in helping more people understand medical procedures.
My name is Natalie Persine, and I'm currently a senior studying biomedicine at NAU as well. And the topic of IVF is very important to me because it's the reason some of my family members are here today. I also hope to educate myself on the topic of IVF to know the ins and outs of reproductive rights as well as the ethics behind them.
Hi, my name is Isabel, and I'm a senior at NAU studying biomedical sciences. The topic of IVF is really important to me because I believe it is a crucial right all women should have to be able to start a family, and it's even a step some members of my own family have taken. With the current political climate and the rights of women being questioned, I believe this is an important discussion that needs to be had.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm a senior here at NAU, also majoring in biomedical science. This topic really resonates with me as women's reproductive health is such a crucial conversation right now. I believe it's essential for everyone to educate themselves on these issues. So together, let's shine a light on the world of IVF. So over the next few episodes, we're going to be talking about some of the bioethical issues that surround IVF. While you've probably heard of IVF, do you actually know what it is? In vitro fertilization is a medical procedure that helps individuals or couples conceive a child when they face difficulties with natural conception. The process involves retrieving eggs from the ovaries, fertilizing them with sperm in a lab. Once those embryos develop, one or more are implanted into the uterus with the hopes of achieving a successful pregnancy. Now that you have the basics down, let's get into what we're really here to talk about.
To get down and dirty with ethics, there are some things we should cover first. Like, what is bioethics? Most people will consider bioethics to be the study of ethical, social, and legal issues that arise from advances in biology, healthcare, and technology. So we are also here to bring that big definition down to the real world. We want to understand how real people who go through this procedure feel, why they chose the procedure, how healthcare professionals feel about it, and why it is so polarizing in the political climate of today.
A couple major players in our conversations are going to be autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. Autonomy basically describes one's ability to make informed decisions about their bodies based on their own values, morals, and reasons. Beneficence is the concept in ethics that dictates how doctors, researchers, and other medical professionals should perform. They hold the well-being of the patient to the utmost importance. Non-maleficence essentially describes the concept of do no harm. Nothing a medical professional does should unnecessarily harm the patient. Lastly, justice refers to fairness and ethics regardless of background, identity, or economic standing. This pillar of ethics is quite important to discuss, especially now that more bioethical concerns are being brought into public opinion and the judiciary branch of the United States government. Now these concepts have been debated quite a lot through history, and I have no doubt they could be debated again in future episodes, but it's important to have a basic understanding of the concepts.
The topics we will cover throughout the episodes surround the main arguments for or against the right to IVF. We want to present this to you all in a logical sequence, so we are going to start with IVF in America. I interviewed Dr. Zaguzzi, and we discussed how constitutional law, judicial policy, and the American governmental system relate to the topic of IVF in the U.S. Following my episode, we're going to discuss how IVF has impacted other countries by using Costa Rica as a case study. Annika spoke to Dr. Lynn Morgan to hear about how IVF was banned and brought back in Costa Rica, and how that has influenced other Latin American countries. After gaining an understanding of IVF and world impacts, we are going to dive deeper into the philosophical and personal perspectives. Sophie interviewed Dr. Winters to discuss how philosophy and the concept of personhood relate to IVF and how philosophy plays a part in ethics. Isabel will be interviewing her cousin to discuss her personal journey going through IVF and the effects it had on her family as a whole, but also her personally. After these episodes, we'll sit down and discuss our reactions to hearing each other's episode as college-age students.
Okay, and that's all for now. We look forward to seeing you babies back next week.
Bye!